So Shedeur Sanders is already back at it and ready to go. He's putting in work. And with training camp just a few days away, as the rookies of course report first, he is going to be looking to send a message. These next few weeks are really going to give him a chance to show why he was projected to go in the first round, and to show why he is one of the two best quarterbacks on this roster. Obviously throughout the rookie minicamps, OTAs and all that, he was the talk of the town, but for the most part he was getting second team reps. There was not a ton to take away from it, but now this is going to be his real chance to show how NFL ready he is. This is going to be his chance to blow the coaching staff away. He needs to stay locked in, which I am not worried about at all. He has to play with a chip on his shoulder, be the first one in and the last one out, and if he does that, I really do think he will not only make the team, but he will be in line to eventually play and get a shot at some point this upcoming season to be on the field. In this video right here, you could see Shedeur getting in some throws at Highlands football field. Apparently he lives there, so shout out to the Hornets, I guess, even though I'm from Brunswick. Go Blue Devils. We have sucked so bad at football though anyways, so not much of a rivalry anymore. But getting back on track, really over the last few weeks, most players were on vacation and relaxing, which again, nothing wrong with that at all, because we are about to be on a 6-month straight spree of intense football. It's good to have breaks and to reset, the human body needs it. But every day from Shedeur, we've seen videos of him putting in work, whether it has been running or throwing or doing different workouts. He really has been all gas, no breaks, full pedal to the metal, and I know other players do it as well. He has just been recording himself doing it for the brand, but it's really good to see Shedeur doing all this work, because trust me, plenty of guys don't, especially in Cleveland. I mean, think back to Johnny Manziel, all those type of guys. He clearly wants it and is doing whatever it takes to get it. I almost feel like Shedeur falling so far in the draft was good for him, because it has made him dig deeper. Nothing is going to be handed to him because he was not a top 10 pick like we all thought he would be, and he definitely deserved it. Now he has to start from behind and do all the extra work to surpass people. The talent is there. I think this Browns quarterback battle is going to come down to who wants it more, and it's going to be delayed gratification. Not everything is going to come at once. For all the QBs on this roster, patience is going to be put to the test. Week 1, Joe Flacco is going to be out there, and instead of getting antsy or frustrated that he's not out there, he needs to be analyzing the game and watching closely, because that's how you become better, especially when you can learn from a guy with the experience that Joe Flacco has, even though he said he didn't come back to be a mentor. Here's the thing, yes, this quarterback competition is between 4 guys, but really I think it's 3. Yes, Kenny Pickett is there, and Kevin Stefanski has expressed his confidence in him. There's been rumors that he will even start, but let's be real for a second. The Browns brought in Kenny Pickett because at the time when they did it, they did not have any quarterbacks on the roster. 0, not 1. So they had to do something before the draft, because they had not heard from Flacco yet, and they did not want to go into the draft with nobody on the roster. But then the Browns kind of found themselves in a weird sort of sticky situation once they got Flacco to sign and then drafted both Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders, because Kenny Pickett literally has no upside. He's an average QB at best. His numbers in Pittsburgh, even though he was in a horrific offensive system, were ugly. One year, he had more interceptions than touchdowns or something like that, I'm pretty sure. He didn't put up a lot of yards. Now looking back at it, the Kenny Pickett trade was completely useless, and now he is taking up space on the depth chart. I know he's a good guy and stuff, but still, just as a football player, there's just nothing there. I don't know why he's still on the team. The answer to this entire situation is so obvious, at least to me. You go into the season with 3 quarterbacks, those being Flacco, Gabriel, and Shedeur. You see what you have, and if one of the 2 rookies ends up giving flashes of franchise QB potential, you ride with that guy. And if no one does, then it's not the end of the world, because since the Browns traded the Travis Hunter pick to move down, they might have 2 top 10 picks in next year's draft, which means they could have the chance at Arch Manning or a real franchise QB. So that's why I think this is a 3-man battle. Yes, Kenny Pickett is there, and Kevin Stefanski and the coaching staff are going to keep saying they like Pickett, but when push comes to shove, Pickett has no ceiling. He may even be considered a below average QB by many. He just doesn't solve anything for this team, and I'm not even trying to be a hater, but I would hate to have a 7-10 season with Pickett under center, even more than testing out the rookies and having a terrible year, because at least a terrible season gives you a high draft pick, so you get something out of it. But getting back to Shedeur, his mindset ever since getting drafted has been in the right place. He has only focused on football, even when his teammates were joking around, doing the wrist up celebration and stuff like that. He never really participated, at least on the practice field. He has had some speeding tickets that everyone overreacted to. I thought it was stupid that people were actually talking about it, especially on like ESPN and those shows, especially now with the whole Judkins situation. Now it doesn't look that bad at all, does it? But Shedeur is going to have to do the same stuff he did at OTAs and rookie minicamps in training camp, because it's a whole different ball game. Now the pads are on, there will be a sense of pressure from the defensive line, things are going to happen fast, but I actually think that is going to benefit Shedeur because he's known for having elite pocket presence and awareness with eyes on the back of his head. If I had to make a prediction, I'm going to say Gabriel will struggle from the real football scenarios more than Sanders because of his height. He already in just OTAs had some tip balls at the line of scrimmage, one by Mason Graham in particular, and Sanders has made some elite throws to where only his receiver can get it. Obviously, it's going to take some time to get used to, and there will be an adjustment period when you're throwing against the real deal secondary with guys like Denzel Ward, who Jamar Chase just said is the toughest corner to go up against in the league, and guys like Newsome and everyone else is going to be back there. But I mean, Shedeur at Colorado went against Travis Hunter in practice, so he knows how to deal with those elite corners, and placement and accuracy is something that just comes so natural to him. Keeping the ball out of harm's way, whether it's a short crossing route or a deep ball, he knows where to put it, and while he does not necessarily have elite arm strength, he gets the ball out quickly. And while he does not necessarily have elite arm strength, he gets the ball out quickly, and it really has never affected him in game. He has been able to make all the throws from anywhere on the field, and so has Gabriel. I'm not going to forget that. But man, after watching that Rose Bowl game against Ohio State, it's been really tough for me to believe in Dylan and just think that he has that upside, but hopefully he proves me wrong. Nonetheless though, I just can't wait for Browns training camp to start. The tickets sold out in like 5 minutes. I couldn't even get my hands on some. I'm sure I'll make it there somehow, some way, but there are going to be so many storylines to follow. Football is finally about to be back. It's such an exciting time. And to kind of finish off this video, I want to rewind to about a month ago when Shedeur did an interview talking about a bunch of different things with his game and how he's feeling heading into the season. Here were some of the best moments.
I know every day is room for improvement in a lot of different areas in my game, so I never feel, I'll say, full. I'll say I'm always hungry. And it's a lot of aspects in football that you could get better at. It's weight room, it's knowing the plays, it's physically, it's throwing different. You can always get precise on more things, so I feel like I put in my day's work, but I know I'm far from where I want to be. It's real fun having those guys in the room though, because we all are quarterbacks. We all feel, similar ways, but nobody, always talks about it. So Joe's the old guy in the room, so I joke with Joe all the time. Every day I see him. And Kenny, he had his experiences throughout his career overall, so then we just share a lot of the same things. And Dylan, of course, we're the same age group, Those guys are older. So me and Dylan, we're the same age group, so we just talk about experiences, just in college and everything so far.
That's really all I have to say for this video. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point. Let me know in the comments below what your expectations are for Shedeur this training camp. And if you enjoyed this one, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe. And until next time, I will see you all later.